In this video, we'll see how to manage HDRI images. So HDRI images are 360 degrees images that you can map into the world of Blender to create a full light, a full global light. So the benefit of it is really, it will create something really photographic and really realistic. So what you can do is going there into the Polyheaven website here. Okay, so Polyheaven website, we will come back to it during the training. There are a lot of things to cover into this website. Everything is free, everything is usable for every project that you want. It's just a support here system that you can support the team that will create new stuff. And you can download a lot of things. You have HDRI images that I will talk about now. You will have textures here to manage your materials or add some new styles here. And you have some models already done that you can download as a blend file here, and that are really realistic and really well done. So yeah, a real gold mine for Blender users and even whatever 3D software. So here, what we have is HDRI. What is an HDRI? It's an image like this, okay, that will diffuse real light. So here you see the result of the light. Here you have really soft light, okay, it's a 3D scene here, and you see the reflections into the ball, and you see the shadow, how it will affect the scene. It will even create shadow. So it cannot work with a JPEG image or PNG image because there is not enough layers to make understand the software that there is a spot that will create some real light in the scene. Like for example, that one here, you can see that you have a real sun here, and in that specific image here you have a value maybe at 50. In a PNG or in a JPEG, it will never cross 1, okay? So, and it will create this really good here light effect and shadow effect that you have in real life, okay? So it will affect the entire scene and make a global illumination really realistic. So let's go and see how it works in Blender to do that. So first of all, I did download into the source files here. I did download two things. I did download some of them HDRI for you. So I took only 2Ks here. So you can download here 1K, 2K, 4K, 8K until 20. Why, it's a lot, 20. And if you choose this, it will be a big size. So be careful. This size will increase the memory into your scene. So yeah, 2K just for background, it's okay. If you really want to have the realism in your render and have a real not blurred background, you can use maybe 4K or 8K. It might work. Sometimes you can go until 16K, 20K. It seems a lot for me, but anyway, here you have the possibility to do that. So I did download some for you here already, and you can see that it will not show how it is into Windows here. You will show the result only in Blender. So let's go in Blender, and what we will do first, we will just come back into the scene that we were working on with our lights before. And what I will do, I will just add a Suzanne. And this Suzanne, I will scale it down with Ctrl to add a subsurf modifier and make a shade smooth. Now in side view here or in front view, whatever, I can make a rotation 90 degrees and make a rotation like that and put it into the table. Thank you, Suzanne. And with GY, maybe put it there. Okay, and have a rotation like that. What I will do, I will just create a new material that will be totally metallic and without any roughness into it, like this. In rendered view, if I enable the light here, what I have is the reflection of Suzanne and what is outside Suzanne, okay? And you can see that here you see a lot of the darkness that is around into that side Suzanne. Here you can see that everything is black and it's not really realistic, okay? Especially if Suzanne were here, for example, we would have a lot of these dark reflections into it, and it will not look realistic at all, okay? So what we will do to make the reflections better into this space, we will add an HDRI image, okay? So let's disable the light and let's create that. So it will go into the world, it will be into the world section. Into the color, you just click into the dot here and choose environment texture, and you so Blender shows that it will be there is something to do. So when there is pure pink like that somewhere in Blender, it's that you have something to change and that you haven't opened a texture. So let's go and open a texture. We will go into the right here folder, HDRI image, HDRI, and I will change to Victoria Sunset maybe. Okay, let's go. And now we have a full light into our entire scene, okay? We can manage the strains here and a few other settings. Mostly we don't go above 1.5 for this kind of lights. But it's a little annoying to use this method. For example, if I want to change here, I would like to close, open, come back to the right folder, choose this one, and or maybe that one, and take the next one. Okay, I have this. So it's a little too much clicks to change this. And some settings are missing in my opinion here. For example, maybe sometimes you would like to make a rotation of the light to change the sun orientation, and here it's not possible by default. So, or you will have to add some options. It's a lot of clicks anyway. So there is an add-on that is done for that, and the name of the add-on is the HDRI Easy HDRI add-on. Something that I have to tell you too, it's that when you add here the light HDRI, by default, if you are in orthographic view, you don't see the HDRI behind the objects. But if you go in perspective view, you will see here the entire image around, okay? And you can turn around like that. So what is important to understand, you see with 2K, it's a little blurry. So, and if you want something really with a really nice here outside, without blur or anything, you will have to go to 4K or 8K. It might be enough to manage this, depending on the framing and the zoom you want to add into your scene here. Okay, so this is a very powerful method to add a global light in a scene. Sometimes it's just you just enlarge an HDRI light and it's enough, and you don't have to add any lamp or anything. It will work perfectly, especially for outside environments. So let's go and see a little this add-on. So we'll go into Edit, Preferences, and here I did download an add-on just into it's a zip file that you can download from internet already. But here, let's go into the add-on section and go there. So it's the first time maybe we install an add-on from disk. So let's go and here into the folder HDRI image, you have easy HDRI 2.10.zip. You don't extract anything, you just select the file and install from disk, and it will say, hello, I'm here, I'm enabled, and that's it. Nothing to do more. You can close this, and now you will have a new section here called Easy HDRI. Okay? So Easy HDRI, Let's enable screencast keys in case I make some shortcuts. Easy HDRI here will help you to manage your HDRIs. So let's select the folder, and the folder, we know it already, it's the HDRI folder. And now you will have the possibility to create world nodes directly. So let's go into that. It will make something far more complex here, as you can see. Okay. And these options, we don't use them anymore. Everything will be here now. Okay. You have the possibility to manage the sun strength, the sky strength. Okay. This doesn't change that much. But what is important is that you can already change the rotation of the sky. Okay. And it can move the orientation of the shadow. So this is very important feature. You can hide or not the background directly with just one click here. Very easy to manage as well. You can go into the background display. You can play it to solid if you want a solid black and just manage the rest of your scene like that. You can change the color and the strength. You can blur and generate a blurred image. Sometimes it doesn't work well. Anyway, it's not really useful. And here you can change the tint color. For example, maybe you would like something a little more yellowish, so you can select a color like that and increase the factor, and it will change the tint of your image. It doesn't change the entire image except if you go there here. So yeah, sometimes can be good to make something with something more blue, okay, more cold, okay, or here hotter. So as you want, you can change the factor. You can change the gamma as well and the saturation. If you want something totally black and white, you just go without any saturation. Okay, so here, very powerful one. And you can even manage a sun lamp object if needed. So yeah, a lot of things, a lot of stuff to can manage here. And what is good is that you can just browse directly without any other click. One click, two clicks, and that's it. You have a new environment. As you can see, it's very powerful and works seamlessly. So yeah, I really encourage you to use this add-on, even if there are other ways to add some HDRI. So anyway, you can just create a folder somewhere in your hard drive that will never move and call it HDRI Images. Make maybe some maybe you can arrange things in folder inside, like outside, inside, night, sunsets or skies or whatever. Here it's already really well done in the website. Here you can go there. For example, you see here the arrangement they did here, the skies. Here you have natural light, nature particularly. So yeah, you can make your own into your folder, into your drive. And then after you have a lot of possibilities. There are a lot, as you can see, all yeah, it's 800, so maybe you will not need 800 into your hard drive, but sometimes it's useful to have some other possibilities. So don't hesitate to use that. It will really increase the realism of your scenes here. As you can see already, here, look at the reflections into Suzanne, how it looks nice. So it's very important to have the possibility to use that. And sometimes you will need to add another lamp, maybe to increase the focus on an object or something like that. Yeah, it's possible to add other lamps with HDRI, and we will play with that with creating a studio with 3-point lighting in the end of this chapter. But first of all, we need to understand how works render engine. So here you have a scene with some lights and HDRI images. A render engine will not make the same, or it will affect the scene differently, and we will see how it works. We have several render engines in Blender, and it will be into the next video.